The PlayStation 5 is out this Thursday, and I know there's a bunch of people that are incredibly excited. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the console, trying out Demon's Souls, trying out Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I also know there's a large portion of you that unfortunately could not get your hands on the console, and you're feeling a little bit down. You're like, man, a lot of people bought it and they're just reselling it on eBay. Look, I know it's a little bit unfortunate that you can't get a PlayStation 5 on launch, but let me tell you guys, it's not the end of the world. In all honesty, there are a lot of reasons why it's better to wait a year or two before picking up one of these next-gen consoles. And I want to go over those reasons because, yes, I know some of you guys are upset. Some of you guys already had it made up in your mind that you were going to wait a little while before you picked up the PlayStation 5. And honestly, for the common folk, the people that don't need everything day one, that is really going to pay dividends in the future. And I think you're better off for it. Look, I'm one of those people that are super thirsty and I want to get everything the day it launches, but it's not really a necessity. And if you guys think about it, it makes a lot more sense waiting a year or two before you pick up your PlayStation 5. And I got 5 reasons for you guys to go over why you should wait a year. If you're getting your console at launch, no harm, no foul. I get it. I'm just like you. I'm thirsty as hell when it comes to this stuff. But let's get right into it. First of all, number one, game library at this point is going to be relatively weak, and it is going to get a lot better over the course of the next year. Now, some of you guys might think I'm crazy. You might be thinking, dude, we got Demon's Souls, we got Spider-Man Miles Morales. Yeah, that's pretty good. However, Spider-Man is going to be on the PlayStation 4, and if you pick it up on the PlayStation 4, you will ultimately get an upgrade on the PlayStation 5, so it's not like that's even a big deal. Demon's Souls is great, and for some people, that is a legit system seller. If you are a hardcore Souls fan, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there, that probably will be a system seller, but also bear in mind, this is a $500 console. You are buying $70 a pop for the top level games. You gotta understand that 1 or 2 games for a lot of people is not going to be make it or break it for the console. You want a deeper library. You want some games that were made ground up for the PlayStation 5, at least more games like that. And yes, on top of the launch games, we're gonna get some benefits, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is gonna run better, Cyberpunk 2077 will ultimately get a next-gen patch, Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be at 60 FPS, good stuff, but those games are still ultimately gonna be played on the PlayStation 4, and it's not like we are getting a bevy of high-quality titles at launch. The top 2, Spider-Man and Demon's Souls, I'm sure are gonna be good, but again, Spider-Man is on the PS4. Ultimately, when you look at it into 2021, that is where a lot of the high-quality games are tentatively scheduled to come. You got Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, you've got God of War Ragnarok, and you've got Final Fantasy 16, all of them scheduled for 2021, not to mention another cross-gen title in Horizon Forbidden West that'll no doubt take advantage of the PlayStation 5's horsepower. The library is going to get much deeper in 2021, and especially as we head into 2022, there's going to be a lot of options on launch day and for the rest of 2020. The options are quite limited, to be completely frank. I mean, you look at the library, there are some good titles. But Demon's Souls is the only one that really stands out to me as a next-gen true exclusive, not a cross-gen title. Godfall looks okay. We'll see how that game turns out. That'll also be on PC. But yeah, you gotta remember, $500 plus tax, $70 a pop for a game. Do you really want to spend all that money when the depth in the library really isn't there at this point? Number 2, potential issues are going to be ironed out within a year or two. This is Sony, this is a brand new console, there are issues that will arise. Everybody remembers Red Ring of Death with Xbox 360, everybody remembers Yellow Light of Death. There are issues that are going to happen, and those potential issues are going to get ironed out, and the console is going to become better and better as long as time progresses and Sony figures out, okay, there might be something wrong here, something wrong there, but that is only going to be known when it becomes potentially, like, it's not 100% this is going to happen, but it's happened in the past. When something becomes a widespread issue, Sony's going to look back on the drawing board, see what went wrong, and then fix those for potential future consoles that they do ship to the market. So that's just going to get better and better. Number 3, obvious one, stock is going to be much better. I know some of you guys are probably tempted to pay those disgusting eBay secondhand prices or buy the console at, you know, a marked up price, $700, $800, $1,000, but please don't do that, guys. It's going to get better. It's not going to take that much longer before PlayStation 5s are readily available everywhere. Hopefully, we are nearing the end of the COVID-19 era and things start getting better and better as we head into, you know, mid-2021, late 2021. Hopefully, there will be a sense of normalcy that returns to the world. Production is at a decent level. The demand is going to die down a little bit as more and more people get the console, and that, you know, day one hype kind of goes away, and then it's going to be the natural sustainability of, okay, are the games good? Okay, then I'll go buy the console, because right now, day one is always going to be that day one hype is kind of an enormity that is not sustainable in the long-term picture. Once you get past that 6-month part, once you get past that 9-month part, now we get a sense of normalcy in terms of what is the actual demand for this console, and that's really going to be prevalent probably anywhere from June to September of next year, and that's where I really do imagine that stock is going to be a lot healthier, and you guys are going to be able to regularly get the console, and you don't need to spend crazy amounts of money. Number 4, software and support will become increasingly better. Look, the software side of things is a little bit lacking on the PlayStation 5 in terms of video on-demand services. You got Netflix, you got YouTube, you got Twitch, but there are some services that are notably absent for the launch of the PlayStation 5. For me, no ESPN Plus is kind of a big deal to me. I like using ESPN Plus. That's one of my favorite go-to services that I'm using these days, and that is not going to be on the PlayStation 5. You got Disney Plus, but no ESPN Plus. I'm sure that's going to be integrated in the future. Some of those fringe services that aren't quite as popular as, say, a Netflix aren't going to be available day one, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but as time goes on, all of these are obviously going to get integrated into the PlayStation 5's ecosystem, and just a lot of software and support is going to get better as well. Look, we don't know anything about expanding the storage at this stage of the game. What are we going to be able to buy? Is there going to be, external SSDs or things of that nature that we're ultimately going to be able to store PlayStation 5 games on? Because right now, at this stage of the game, external hard drives, external SSDs, those are going to be able to house your PlayStation 4 games, but not your PlayStation 5 games. Once we get some clarity on what type of support that's going to entail, and that's probably not going to happen for a few more months, maybe another year, once Sony starts releasing their own proprietary hardware and they become a little bit more clear on what's going to be supported, what's not going to be supported, then we'll get a better picture in terms of the software as well as the support. The support's the big thing for me because that's 660 gigabytes. Oh boy, that's gonna get filled up really fast considering a Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition is clocking in at over 100 gigabytes right away because it's Miles Morales, and then you also have the base Spider-Man game. So that hard drive, that SSD space, I should say, we got to get used to saying that, is going to get filled up really quickly, hopefully as time goes on. Not only is there going to be better support in terms of, expanding our storage, but hey, maybe down the line, there will be a 1 terabyte SSD. There will be a 1.5 terabyte SSD that just comes with the PlayStation 5 out of the box. I don't expect that anytime soon. That's probably not something until 2022, but that is something to think about. And number 5, obviously, better prices and potential bundles. I wouldn't expect PlayStation 5's discounted this year or for the next 6 months, but heading into Black Friday 2021, Black Friday 2022, I would easily expect us to see maybe not that $500 price tag being dropped, but how about a potential bundle? How about a custom PS5 with God of War Ragnarok? How about a custom PS5 with Final Fantasy 16? Custom artwork? That sound cool to you guys? That sounds pretty cool to me. Maybe they'll do something where it is a $550 PS5, but you'll get a copy of God of War Ragnarok, or you'll get a copy of Final Fantasy 16, and you'll get an expanded storage that's bigger than 660 gigabytes for your games. That's entirely a possibility and something I would like to see Sony do. Of course, then you've also got the digital console. Maybe they can do a $450 console that'll include a digital voucher for Final Fantasy 16, custom artwork, maybe an extended storage. These are all hypotheticals, but these are hypotheticals that are generally a pattern in the gaming console world, where if you wait a year, wait 2 years, there's going to be bundles, there's going to be better options, there's going to be more storage space, because remember, the PlayStation 4 launched with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Nowadays, you can easily pick up a PS4 with a terabyte, and you can extend that quite a bit as well. So those are just some potential reasons to wait a year or two before picking up your PlayStation 5. Look, I am incredibly excited, but I also know that objectively speaking, the smartest move is to wait a year. Wait a year, let the game library evolve a little bit, let some of the issues get ironed out, then make your move, get the console. You'll have a bevy of great games to play. Hopefully some of those games are also a little bit discounted. Hopefully come, fall of 2021, you can pick up a Ratchet & Clank, a Rift Apart for $30. You can pick up a Demon's Souls for $30. You can pick up a Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition for $30. You're just going to save money at the end. So that's going to wrap up this video. Definitely do sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Excited to hear what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.